Good morning, Vikes.
Some of you might have noticed a lot of your classmates missing from classes a couple of weeks ago, and that was because of the District Arts Festival that took place right here in our gym.
All of the elementary schools in the area joined with our middle school and high school and made sweet music all day.
It's all you, Alexia Miller.
The Triton Arts Program puts on a district-wide music festival every other year. VTV decided to take a look behind the scenes of this all-day event.
Hey, sisters!
We do part of the musical. We rehearse as individual groups and as the large groups. We have a concert in the middle of the day of our high school select groups. We do karaoke. We have dinner together. There's exhibition performances by our winter percussion and winter color guard groups.
It would probably be karaoke, even though I've only done it once. I don't even think I stayed the entire time. But it's a lot of fun because it's a whole bunch of people.
Well, I think my favorite part of the festival is that I get to do guard this year because I haven't done it yet, so I'm really excited for that.
The show is a theme called Taxi. It's Harry Chapman's song Taxi, which is about a taxi driver who picks up a passenger and he realizes it's his long-lost love. It's pretty cool to have the elementary school kids come to see what we do for the winter guard and the winter percussion. It gives them the chance to ask some questions and try out some of the equipment. If there's time at the end, we go out there with the flags and the sabers and they get time to kind of play around with it to see. And we enroll students from 7th grade up, so the kids who are at elementary school get the chance to see it. So when they're coming up to 7th grade, they might sign up for the season.
Finally, the evening ends with a concert.
My favorite part of today was probably singing with the choir.
The festival is put together by me and the rest of the music and arts teachers in the entire district.
I'm looking forward to playing in the big band, really, because we haven't done it in so long.
I hope they learn to appreciate the arts and stay in it throughout high school.
I hope they have a great time working with the older students who have sort of been where they are and now have been continuing to play and continuing to sing and improve their skills, and so that they have a sense for how well they could do in the future and where they could go.
Some people's hobbies are stamp collecting, photography, or video games. But Tim Rasmussen's favorite hobby is cartography, and he teaches us all about it in this next segment.
What's cartography? The study of go-karts?
No, it's the making of maps.
Oh.
According to dictionary.com, cartography is the production of maps, including construction of projections, design, complication, drafting, and reproduction. Digital maps are a necessity in this day and age. Most, if not all, maps used nowadays are created on computers. But what about traditional maps? Are they still relevant? Should we use them mainstream? And how hard is it to make one? Cartography has been around for a long time. According to Academic Emporia EDU, quote, the oldest known maps are preserved on Babylonian clay tablets from around 2300 BC, unquote. Maps have since evolved into paper. The first world map was created by the ancient Greek, and now we use digital. How hard is it to make a traditional map? This is something I wanted to find out. So me and my associate, Liam Barter, decided to look for help. During our research, we stumbled upon one Dr. Travis Hayes Folk. Dr. Folk has a degree in biology, but he also runs a side business called New World Cartography. He is one of the few people to still make traditional style maps. My friend Liam interviewed him and asked him some questions about cartography.
What are the tools that you would use when you were making a map?
Tools. So our map making is in two stages. The first is we do what we call the ink work stage. So we draw all of the black lines, all of the lettering, the scale bar, and that typically is done on a piece of material that we call mylar. It's kind of like it's like tracing paper, but it's a real heavy, nearly plastic type tracing paper. So in the first stage of the ink work stage, we use mylar and then ink pens. There's specialized ink pens for doing this type of ink work.
And then, what are some important things to include in a map and a map key?
You need a title. What is this map? The title needs to give some description of what is this map, what is the information this map is trying to convey. You need, obviously, a north arrow. You need a scale bar. And then, depending on how detailed the map is, sometimes you need a legend or a key.
A hand-drawn map, there's something intangible about it that touches their subconscious that says, wow, this took longer to make and it was made more deliberately. Fast forward to the late 20th century or 21st century and you get things like Google Earth and Google Maps. A map is something you look at on your phone to figure out where the nearest Starbucks is located. Very helpful. I love looking at maps.
With his advice, we started to map out Emerson Park in Peabody. Traditional maps are still very cool, but they have a better place hanging on the wall than being used for navigation.
And you cannot force a computer to create a map that is as interesting and as intriguing as a hand-drawn map is.
A couple of Triton athletes made a name for themselves this month by taking top honors in their respective sports. On March 16th and 17th, Triton junior Armin Lucier participated in the Massachusetts Special Olympics at Wachusett Mountain.
I was keeping my legs parallel and I went this as fast as I could to get down many times.
Armin competed in 3 alpine events, the slalom, the giant slalom, and the Super G. In all 3 events, he won gold medals.
How old were you when you started skiing?
8th grade.
What is your favorite thing about skiing?
So I like to go fast and I like to make turns and try the obstacle course.
What did you get for winning your races?
Well, I won medals.
What kind?
Gold medals. But if I get gold, what does that mean?
You were the first fastest.
I'm gold, okay?
Yeah, you won.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
Congrats on your gold medals, Armin. The Viking ship is proud of your accomplishment. John Boyle first made Triton Wrestling's varsity lineup as an 8th grader, and by the time he graduated from high school, he posted a career record of 139 and 24, winning the Division III North Sectional and Division III state titles, before eventually qualifying for nationals. Boyle missed most of his freshman year due to a pair of major knee injuries that sidelined him for extended periods of time. His sophomore year was a rebuilding year, and this season Boyle climbed back into the national rankings as a junior. In the NCAA Nationals, Boyle pinned his first 2 opponents before upsetting the top-ranked wrestler in the country. That set up a rematch with Ithaca's Jake Ashcraft, who had beaten Boyle in 4 out of 5 previous matches.
Here we go, Jim. Ashcraft won in the semis 2-1. Boyle won 6-3. They get a chance to meet here in the championship finals.
In the final, Boyle wrestled the match of his life, tying at 3-3 in the final seconds after Ashcraft was penalized for stalling. Then, Boyle scored the championship-clinching takedown in overtime to win 5-3 and become the first national champion from any sport in Western New England's university's 100-year-old history.
Now we got to count once it gets to the neutral.
And the danger call means when your back is to the mat,
even if you're in a scramble.
Even if you're in a scramble. There's 1, 2. So he got out of that one. That wasn't the one. Here he gets again. 1. Well, he's not counting yet, but it comes right here.
1,
2.
2.
He counted 3.
Two-point takedown. John Boyle, your winner in sudden victory.
And your champions from Western New England, the first in the history of the school, John Boyle.
Boyle is already looking ahead to his next big task, defending his national title. That's it for sports. Back to you guys.
Hey, Bonnie, have you noticed how nice this school looks recently?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, the building was built in the 70s, and it's kind of starting to look like it.
Wait. The 1970s or 1870s?
It looks like the 1870s, but no, 1970s. A few members of student council noticed how rundown it was getting, and they got a big group of students and community members together to give it a little TLC.
No more yellow walls.
On March 15th and 16th, a group of student and staff volunteers from the high school worked together to give our school a facelift. The project was nicknamed the Viking Day of Giving, and it was organized by the members of the student council.
So we are currently painting the school, and the idea is to make it look better so that people won't wreck it more, like, vandalism and stuff.
The volunteers are the students. They requisition the students to paint the school.
I hope we are changing a little bit of the feel of pride. When you walk in that main hallway now, it's our school colors. So my hope is you walk through and just maybe you have a speck more pride for your school because it's not gold brick like standing behind you right there.
I just really love my community and I would love to make a difference. I feel like I'm really making a difference in the world. That's the short answer.
Because we can bleed Viking glue.
It's just, we're trying to be helpful. So any wall that is yellow or green or pretty much just not the Triton colors are trying to be painted over, and it's meant to unify the school and show school spirit.
And so we decided to concentrate on the main hallway that connects the two A wing, which is the arts, and H wing, which is like your general classes. Now we did some walls upstairs in athletics, going to the girls' locker room. 2 classrooms, guidance classroom wanted a touch up, and poor Miss Davis's classroom needed desperately to be touched up. That's getting a complete paint job by actually some professionals. We're finishing Mrs. Galante's project she started. She bought her own paint. We're just giving her the labor.
I think
that it helps the students because we give back to our teachers and our school who work really hard for us.
So pretty much, if the school looks better, then we will have more people coming to the school because they think it's a good, like, academic environment. And that way, you can get more taxes and make the school look even better. And then more people will move to the town because they think, oh, they have a great school system. So now we're making the school look pretty.
One thing that it would benefit the school is if you guys, student body, and staff and people that work here take more pride in where they go to school every day and where they work, that they may take better care of it. I know that we had some pretty disappointing vandalism issues in some of the bathrooms this year. And it was pointed out by the junior class in a survey they took at some point, I forget exactly when. I keep coming back to that broken window syndrome. You guys go down an old street and you see a house that's all beat up, you're gonna be like, oh, the window's already broken, let's check another rock at it. Let's hear that glass break. And I feel like that's kind of the mentality of our student body, and maybe even adults in this building, where they'll walk down the hall, people, all of us, and won't take the extra minute to maybe pick up a piece of trash, or students may not say, hey, don't break that, that's our school. A little more pride in where you go, you'll take a little better care of it.
The event was a success, and organizers consider it a work in progress and hope that more will be done in the future.
Sadly, it's that time of day again.
It's been fun.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Bonnie. See you, Trayton. Good morning, Vikes.
I thought I was one.
No, you're two.
Some of you might have noticed, some of your classmates. Yeah, I can't read that.
All right, hurry up.
There's no music playing.
Everyone, hush, hush, hush. Oh,
did I go into that too fast?
You're distracting me, you little. Should I say Trayton or Trayton?
I'm Christian.
And I'm Bonnie. See you, Trayton. You don't like the Trayton? Trayton.
Oh my God, you've got a lovely hat
Oh,
there.
I do have a lovely hat.
Oh yeah, you ruined it.
It's a lovely hat. I would like some tea with my lovely hat.